Hi there, Mikey. Thank you so much for doing this again for me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this will answer most questions. If not, feel free to email me and just ask questions like you did, and I'll get back to you if I've forgotten some step. So I have shared with you a consumer math folder, and within that consumer math folder, it should be on your shared drive. I've just made you a member of it. There's all of these 5 folders, and I thought this will be enough to probably go through first semester, and then second semester I can set up the other 5. So what's going to be in each of these is all of the teacher stuff and the student stuff. So this is what it'll kind of look like when you get close to the end. This warm-up wouldn't be in there. There won't be any Google Slides in there, and there won't be any Google Forms like this exit ticket. I was just playing around with some of the links within the forms and seeing what they were. So what you should basically have in each folder is the unit plan, and I'll show you how to get these, and then all of the lesson guides, like this 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and those are like the teacher guides, and then the student packets, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So that's it, unit plans, lesson guides, and student packets. The cool thing is in the unit plan has all the links to the student packets and lesson guides. So that's where you can easily go to figure out what to put in here. So if I go to, this is the website you're going to want to go to. It's NGPF, Next Generation Personal Finance. And then go to the curriculum tab here and go to the units. And it should end up looking like this. So we're not going to do all of these right now. Like I said, I'd like to get 5 of them in, and that'll be plenty to get us going pretty good. So I'm working on the checking one here, right here. The other ones are going to be savings, types of credit, budgeting, and financial pitfalls. Okay, so I went into the checking, and I already did this earlier, but I'll show you what it'll look like. And you want to make sure, my internet's really slow at home, that you go to the year-long course and not the semester-long course. So there's semester-long course up here. You're going to want to scroll down and go to the full year lessons, okay? So make sure it has FY, because that's the full year. And if you go to unit plan and assessments, whoops, all I want is the unit plan. Don't worry about the assessments. Yours will probably be locked anyway, because you don't need a login code or anything to do this. You don't need to set up an account. You can just go to NGPF and get into this, but the assessments will be locked on yours. So if you go to View Google Doc, this is where you can find the unit plan. I've already downloaded this unit plan, so I'm not going to do that, but I have not downloaded the last lesson for 1.5, so I thought I'd show you that. So this is one that you'd want to make a copy of and download it, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So each lesson, like lesson 1.1, has a lesson guide for the teacher and a student activity packet. So these are the 2 things that you're going to be downloading. And then you'll do these 2, and then you'll do these 2. Okay, I'm all done with the checking one except for 1.5. So to download it, this is all you need to do is click on lesson guide. Whoops, let's try it again. Click on lesson guide like this. Click on it like this, it will open it, but it opens it as a read-only. So that's the issue, or view only. And so we need to make a copy of this so we can actually mess around with it. So if you go to File, Make a Copy, it'll come up like this. Rename it first before you figure out where you want to put it, because I have learned that if you change the folder first, you can't do that without, once you go to change the name, at least the times I've tried it, I've lost where my folder was going. So anyway, change the name first. I just got rid of the words copy of, and it's just lesson guide, full year 1.5. And then come down here to my folder, or my drive. And if you go to your shared drives, I believe this is where you'll find it. If not, you're going to have to find it some other way. But you need to find that folder that I shared with you about consumer math. Okay? Go into that folder, go into checking, select. Okay. And now this is in the checking folder that we made on Google Drive. I always wait for it to open just to make sure it really gets in there. You can see now it's not view only. Now we can edit it and we're set to go. Okay. I've been closing them out just because if you don't, you get 8 million things opened. So that was the lesson guide. Let's go to the student activity packet and do the same thing. So the student activity packet, the name's really long and you can't see the 1.5 if you just name it this way. So I've been renaming it 1.5 student activity packet. If I don't, then I don't know which student activity packet it is. Yeah, I don't know why it's different than the lesson plan one, but I was just having a hard time with that. So rename them that. Within each unit, I don't really care if they're named a little bit different, so I don't spend a lot of time going back, but just make sure I can understand which one is the student activity packet and which one's the teacher activity packet, okay? Or the teacher lesson plan. So there you go. You can see why this will just take a while. Hopefully the internet's a little bit faster at the school than it is here. But that's it. I think I'd also like those case studies. So, okay, that's the other one I just did. That's the other thing that's on here. So skip the unit test because that won't be unlocked for you anyway, and we can get those later. But there are 2 case studies. And those could be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and input the case studies as well. And I would just keep it the name of this. When you make a copy, just get rid of the copy of. But I think that name would be fine. I'll know that CS is a case study. Where is that already? Huh. That's weird. I don't know. Usually it'll come up with my drive here and not this. And so I don't know. I'm still going into consumer math and checking and putting it in here. That's weird. I've never had it come up with another folder and not, it should go right to my drive. So once I'm done with the Screencast-O-Matic, I'll put the second case study in. So the checking one will be all done, okay? So this checking one will be all done. What I'm going to ask you to do is to do budgeting, financial pitfalls, savings, and types of credit. So I'm just going to go and show you what it would look like to start a brand new one of these. So I'm going to go to curriculum units right here. And I would say do savings next, just because it's the next one here. I know it's not the next one in the Google Doc, but that's all right. So open up savings again. Make sure you scroll down to full year, not the semester lessons. First download the unit plan. And then from that full year unit plan, you'll have links over here to all the lesson guide and student activity packets. Okay? Looks like most of them have like 4 or 5, so it's not like it's a ton, but there are 2 for each of those, so that's 8 to 10 things you're going to be downloading. And do the case studies, don't do the tests. But put this unit plan in there first, so you'll see how it's going to look just like I'm going to write checking on this. Nope, this is savings. Unit plan, we'll know because it's in the savings folder, but if I don't know that 2 is savings, it must be the second unit because the other ones were a 1. It might be kind of nice to know that this is savings. Math, you won't have that math one. You'll just have this shared with you, so you'll have to figure out where it is. And now I'm going to go to savings. And see, this will be the first thing that's put in here. I'm getting to a 10-minute. I wanted this to be like a 10-minute video. You can obviously go back and rewatch it if you need to. But now if I go into savings here in my Google Docs, there'll be the unit plan, savings unit plan. Now you can use this to open up all the lesson plans, teacher plans, and case studies. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. I will finish up in all the checking ones. So the checking one will be done. I'll put in the second case study. If you'll do those other 4 units, that would be amazing. Okay? Thank you so much, Mikey. Bye.